I'm on day 162 of my No Man's Sky playthrough, and at this point, I have a few ways to make passive revenue. Right now, if I go to the back, I got these large refiners, which have nothing in them right now. It's actually terrifying. I think the items despawned in them or something. I don't have them in my inventory, and if they're not in the ship, then yeah, it's wacky. Noted, don't log off while shit is inside of a refiner, okay? I got that noted now. But as you can see, with chlorine and oxygen, I can reproduce chlorine and make a lot of it very fast. So I ended up finding a second S tier oxygen site. And the plan is essentially I'm going to set up another base there to get passive oxygen. That way we double the rate that we're getting oxygen at. Because we're going to need a lot of oxygen to produce the amount of chlorine I want. I've got my backpack refiner going off as well doing it. And soon I'm thinking of just setting up a bunch of portable refiners. That's probably the easiest way to refine the chlorine. But first off, I want to go check because I got to go buy some metal plating. It's going to be a lot easier than mining it ourselves. Yeah, 62. That's a decent amount at least. And before I leave, I also have some cargo bulkheads that I can throw onto this. We got 4 salvaged frigate modules. I think I'm going to go ahead and unlock some more rooms. And there we go. We got those. And then I have some cargo bulkheads so I can add some additional storage. Add some more inventory storage for the hell of it. And then I think that's all good. We're ready to go. So I've already collected at my first oxygen base today. This second oxygen base, though, I haven't really done much with. I just found this one. So we're just gonna set up, the same kind of design I normally do. So I gotta figure out exactly where this gas spot is 100% or the highest of. See, it looks like it's right in the water. Yeah, right around here. There we go. Okay, I'm on it now. So we're gonna go grab a timber floor panel. Let's just build that right there. And then I want to put down the first gas extractor just where the middle of this is. Oof, doesn't help. I need chromatic metal. Okay, so I might look around quick. Activated indium deposit. Okay, nice. We're at the best possible planet to do this for. Let's go over there, grab a bunch, and then we'll pretty much be set to make the entire base. Now, the reason why I'm going to set up a second oxygen base, of course, is because you're going to get capped by the amount of oxygen or the amount of resources you can harvest at each passive base. That's why finding a second tier oxygen base is really huge. I was considering it at first, and I have a second tier nitrogen base, but at least at the moment I can see myself using oxygen a lot more, at least to duplicate all that chlorine, and then we'll be able to make even more money every time I log on, every 6 hours, I think I might just mine a few of these, honestly, because I could definitely use the chromatic metal in the future. The past few videos I've had to stop and then go mine for chromatic metal, so I'll do this now. I'll hit 2 or 3 more of these deposits, and then we'll go back to the base. There we go. I got about 2,000 activated indium. That should be enough for a few bases. Let's go back over to our starship, or the gas base over here. It's basically going to be the same setup that I've usually done, just 9 extractors or so, and then some supply depots. Pretty straightforward. So let's start with the first gas extractor right there, and then I gotta move my fucking starship. It's too close for some reason. There we go. Now we can continue. We'll put down some more gas extractors. One right there. There. In total, I'm gonna want about 9. Because I do this a lot. I'm gonna connect this guy to one of these first, and then supply pipe him as well, because it'll make it a lot easier later on. And then just gonna continue surrounding it with gas extractors, so we'll have 9 in total. All right, there we go. We got 9 of those set up. Now I'm gonna do 2 more timber floor panels, I guess. Maybe just out over here over the water. We're gonna need some power for these guys, so let's do a strip of solar panels. And then I'm going to connect all of these up together. I got 12 of them in total here. Ooh, I skipped one right there. That's dangerous. Don't want to miss one of these at all. There we go. We got all of those connected now. And when I run this to these, you can see right away, they're going to start getting all connected and set up. Okay, looks like it's only that one left. And there we go. Now all of those are working, and they're going to be harvesting gas. And then we're also going to need to place down some batteries. We'll need to make some more magnetized ferrite. But then after that, we just got to put down the supply chain for all of it to go into, and we're set. All right, there's at least a row of 3 batteries. Let's get that all connected, so hopefully we have some power throughout the night. And then these supply depots we can put anywhere. I'm just going to place it right here, and then put a supply pipe from there over to these. And now we just got to connect all those together. I'm going to have to gather some ferrite dust, of course. So I'll be right back in a moment. But then, yeah, we'll pretty much have a whole base set up. All right, I got a storm coming in, but let's go over here and see. Yeah, everything's still working. We got some power. Those are generating stuff. I should be able to place down one more battery at least. Do that right there and then connect it, and then we're gonna finish the supply chain. I remember I still needed to connect all of these supply pipes together, so basically going to each machine now. It is a bit more difficult because the storm. And okay, there we go. We got all the supply pipes set up. Let's do the actual supply depots. 1, 2, 3, and let's see, how much does this hold? 6,250. So I do need a bit more. It costs 10 to craft each one, and we just get away with crafting one more after we collect a bit. But yeah, I'll get that number up to 10k, and then it'll be looking really nice. Like every time I log on, I'm gonna have what, 20,000 oxygen to turn into I don't know, like 60,000 chlorine. It's something ridiculous like that. All right, I think we got enough now, and the storm is clearing too, so that's nice. Down 2 more supply depots and then connect those up. Let's see. Yep, we're at 10k overall storage. We're out of power right now, but I mean, it could be worse. Maybe I'll set up like extra solar panels, 2 extra ones, and then we'll set up like an extra couple batteries just in case, and that should be a bit better. Whenever or not, I think I do yeah, I want to put down a base teleport module. Just right down there is good, and then maybe I'll do a backup power supply. That way, even if we do run out of power, we'll end up, you know, having a little bit there. So let's start up a biofuel reactor. Booyah. And, ooh, I might have to take it off of the grid. Yep, there we go. Okay, so that's just connected to the teleporter, and it's doing a bit better. Now that this is set up, at least when it becomes daytime, it'll start mining or, you know, getting all the gas that it can. So we should be able to harvest, like, what, 20k every 6 hours, which is crack. Now, I want to go back to our starship or our capital ship, because there's a few more things that I can put down here that'll really help us out when it comes to making all this chlorine. First off, heading into our refining zone. Let's look for large refiners, and yep, they got their chlorine in them. Now, I am going to restart them up just like this, because as you can see, we can continue to duplicate the chlorine basically until we run out of oxygen. So that should get us like a stack in each machine. And then I don't really have much oxygen right now. I mean, I'll check our storages, but I don't think so. Yeah, it looks like all the oxygen that I do have is on us. So we'll keep on refining here down like the other 500 oxygen that I have there. And you see a stack of 999 chlorine sells for 2 mil. Which is, yeah, quite a bit. We also have salt, which we can turn straight into chlorine as well, and oxygen is basically what we use to duplicate it. The farms are all looking nice as well. I mean, every 4 hours I'm getting a lot of crops to come in. I know up here I'm gonna want to place in like even more spots for Nip Nip, because that'll be another great source of passive revenue, because it looks like it takes about 2,000 oxygen in order to get a full stack of 999 chlorine. So I should get a few more stacks before at least I go to sell what I have on me. Now, the only other thing that I could imagine wanting to do would be trying to learn how to make normal oxygen. I do have a crap ton of nitrogen on me from our like passive nitrogen farm, so I can start to break that down into sulfurine. Or if I wanted to as well, I could add salt to this, and that will actually make oxygen. Let's see, add salt to that. No, that makes kelp sack. If I do that and get some kelp sacks, what do I mix with kelp sacks to make a bunch of oxygen? Isn't it like just carbon or something? Oh my, it is. Yeah, a 1:2 ratio. And then what about condensed carbon? 1:2 again. Okay. Well, I think I'll at least make a bunch of kelp sacks. That looks like a good idea. All right, now if I take this kelp sack, I just want to figure out the perfect recipe at the refiner first, because I should be able to make like a bunch of oxygen. One of these recipes yields like 10 per thing, so that should help out a lot. First off, I could grab those kelp sacks and turn those directly into oxygen, just like that. Like, that does work. And then if I add oxygen to it, it makes chlorine at like pretty crap rate. But if I do kelp sack and a frost crystal and then condensed carbon, let me see. Oh yeah, there we go. Look at that ratio. We're gonna get a lot more now. Does take a moment to make, and that is a possible way to at least make oxygen. It's very slow, at least like 10 times slower compared to the normal stuff. Compared to just doing it with kelp sacks, yeah, no, I'd say it is a way better ratio. But out of our other large refiners, we got a lot of chlorine now. It seems like another neat thing I could do is I could take nitrogen, and of course I can make a sulfurane. But if I add that sulfurane to the nitrogen, let's see. Yeah, we get facium. Look at that. Okay, wow. Yeah, there's a lot of useful recipes, so it is just gonna streamline a lot of stuff in the game, at least for me, I think. But one thing I do want to do is just set up some portable refiners. I think I'm gonna do like, I don't know, maybe not a wall of them over there. Maybe in here against this wall would be like a good spot, just like that. There's 4 of them, and oh shit, they only have 1 input each. Never mind. I mean, I keep one of these around for you know, the nitrogen or wherever that is. There we go. Yeah, I already got 530 oxygen from that as well, so you get a few large refiners going. I mean, it could be pretty good, I guess. But that should give me enough resources now to finally go upstairs and I can expand the Nip Nip empire. It was originally a farm, but yeah, it's getting more like sized of a like empire now. All right, I built 4 of them. I need enough for like 2 more, so I just got to keep on producing like facium and oxygen. I know I got enough silver. Oh, and of course, while all of this is going on, I can go and use some of that oxygen to clone the chlorine. There we go, just like that. Let's start getting that on the go. There we go, 1 right there, and 10 oxygen off. Are you kidding me? Gotta go back downstairs. All right, 1 more double cultivation chamber down there, and then I'm gonna start planting the Nip Nips. Doing another line down here, so yeah, we're gonna be getting a lot of these every day. I do want it so like every time I log in, it's like, whoa, you know, like a lot of profit. The main thing is I gotta make kelp sack, which yeah, I have all the materials for, like pretty much passively. And then I also need to make star bulbs or a different type of plant to mix with it and condense carbon to get oxygen. We got lots of kelp sacks now, so if I go and grab, I think it's nitrogen and paraffinium. Yeah, there we go. Okay, star bulbs. Wow. Yeah, that's pretty straightforward. So very easy to craft what we have like right now, at least. So you see there's kind of like a cycle going through or being completed, you know? Crafting something that crafts into something else, that crafts into something else, and like always having a base materials to get that, I think is huge. We have 4 stacks of chlorine right now. No, 5 stacks of chlorine. Working on our 6th. Nip Nip farm is getting big. Love to see it. And then I do want to do a little bit of messing around down here because I'd like to edit some of these places. I'd like to swap this part. Let's see. I just get an expansion room there. Yeah, there we go. That would be a bit better. Expansion room. Yep, there we go. I just want it like kind of lead up over here. Way better than all the corridors and whatnot. So okay, we got our trade terminal. We got that. We got a mission room right there. Got the fleet command station. I should start sending them out on more quests. I haven't done that in a while, and I have the stuff at least to make 100 tons of frigate fuel. So let's see. Plan and dispatch expedition. Let's view potential expeditions. I'll send them on this 8-hour one. Send 5 ships. Oh no, they need way more. Okay, maybe I'll send 2. Send 2. Yep, 2 ships. That's good. I believe in them. They can do it. And I do want to add a few things in here. Like this room is supposed to be my guy's like bedroom back here, but I don't know if I really want to edit that much compared to like the front over here where I think it needs like quite a bit of work. But perhaps I'll do that another time because I think I gotta like redo this whole layout. I got a large refiner here. A lot of stuff that honestly I could probably move to a different location. I also have a few other things I've unlocked, like the stellar extractor room over here. This I get a extractor units every 15 an hour. Oh, it makes like chromatic metal, sulfurine. I see. I don't know, I can put down a few cool things that I got, like unique stuff that I found out in space. Let's add a little bit of life to this weird ass fucking freighter. There we go. It's looking a little bit better. I don't know. It looks like shit, dude. You can delete that one. Go with a glitching separator over there. That's cooler. Check it. Look, check it out. He fucking loves it, dude. Checking that electric cube out. He's fucking intrigued, dog. Look at him. He got so close to it. Like, wow. This thing is riveting, dude. I've never seen such a thing. It's always seen as like fucking corridors and plants, you know? I think I am going to expand the bottom floor with some more double cultivation chambers, just like that, because I definitely want to get more passive like plants grown here. Like I could plant gravitino house. Those give us gravitino balls, which are like pretty valuable, honestly. See, and yeah, we can build quite a few of them. Do 12 of those or whatever. See how that goes. Then on the other side, I'm thinking gamma weed, because I haven't really planted any of that yet. So at least if I plant it here, you know, I probably won't have to plant it anywhere else, hopefully. Oh, and I got 2 slots left. Okay, I got 2 extra gravitino hosts down right there. I'll do it. And there we are. This room's getting decked out, man. It's getting big. And honestly, I wouldn't mind as well putting down a bunch of standing planters somewhere, because they do produce carbon. But yeah, my carbon's in the refiner. Like running around so many things in so many spots, you know. But let's go over to the trade terminal quick. We'll see how much we get for these few stacks of chlorine. Looks like we'll get, wow, a little bit over 10 mil. That's really good. Go ahead and sell those. That'll be a decent profit. That is not bad at all. I saved a little bit of chlorine in the back as well that we're reprocessing, so we'll have enough next time when I get like 20k oxygen. So that means every time I log in, I should be making, I don't know, I'd guess around 10 mil, but we'll find out the exact numbers next time. So since I got a lot of nitrogen right now, I think I'm gonna slowly try to turn some of that into sulfurine. Looks like my my chlorine is pretty much done. I'm gonna leave it in there for the time being. The only other thing that I have to do really is like I'll set up maybe this middle one for more oxygen. So I just need to make a little bit of oxygen now, and then I can make some nutrition rooms. I think maybe I'll just set these up like right around here. Like I would imagine the first floor will be the best spot to keep them. Maybe right here. Yeah, there we go. Do 2 of them. And that should connect nice. It seems so we can do something else with those kelp sacks as well. If I go to the nutrient processor and I put them into here, then yeah, they'll give me back kelp rice. So we'll need kelp sacks for that. On top of that, we need cactus flesh. I believe that should come from, yeah, a chino cactus. So if I use cactus flesh now, that'll make cactus nectar. And now I just want to confirm. So if I put cactus nectar there and I mix that with the kelp rice, that'll give us nothing. Oh, I still gotta reprocess the kelp rice into refined flour. Okay, so we get refined flour, put that in that. Still nothing. Oh wait, cactus nectar? No, damn. Okay, it's something else. Oh, I see. I gotta turn the cactus nectar into processed sugar. And then I can go take this. I can go and take, where is it? The refined flour, and we can make a sugar dough. Now, the sugar dough is worth 5k. When I mix that with a nip nip bud, which is worth how much? 47 right now. If I mix that, it'll make a herbal crunchy. That's worth 60,000. Okay, so that's pretty straightforward. I'm gonna go and put both these nutrient processors and set them up. I might go ahead. I don't know. I should probably plant more cactuses. I do have enough room to do another cultivation chamber, so I'll do one right there. And fuck, I don't got no pyrite. Okay, I'll look for that eventually as well. But there we go. The cactus nectar gets turned into sugar. The other stuff gets turned into the flour, and then mixing that with gek nip gives us 60k for each one. So that's honestly not that hard to make a lot of, you know, like get a huge bulk amount of. We got to make like 40 or so to turn all the gek nip that we have into profitable stuff. So in total, this really only takes like 3 to 5 minutes to do. Like it's not a lot of crafting time, but I think it'll definitely be worth it. I mean, the results are gonna speak for themselves, of course, but we're getting a bunch of sugar dough. I'm gonna mix that with all the nip nip. I should have like enough kelp rice and stuff at least. Yeah, right there we can make 10 edible cookies. That's really good. That's like 600k right there. So in total, I'm adding about 130,000 units to every 10 nip nips, which it doesn't sound like a lot, but I mean, I'm certain it's gonna add up once we're selling like a bunch of them. All right, I think we got about everything we need to make all the sugar dough that you know, we need. Check, make sure that I'm not leaving any nip nip anywhere else. Oh, put our last 3 nip nip buds in there, and then we still have like a bunch of sugar dough. I might make like, you know, 100 or so, just that way when we do have it, we'll be all ready just to convert it, put it in here, and then make up the meals, or I guess make the cookies or whatever. Then if I go to the Galactic Trade Terminal and I go to sell them, let's see how much they sell for. Yeah, nice. About 60k each, and that's with a 1.1% demand. If you can find a spot with even higher demand, that'd be a lot better, but still, that's 1.2 mil right there. So I'll try to make like maybe 100 sourdough or so, because I think that should be just about enough for our first harvest next video or whenever. But very straightforward, like using the kelp sacks and then using the cactuses that we're gonna grow, we should be able to keep up with it pretty easily. Let's see, while I was doing that, we got 75% of our oxygen. Nice, that's enough to clone quite a bit of chlorine, and I can set it up in 2 refiners to double the speed. Yeah, this is like really straightforward, but working out really well now. I definitely recommend getting the app on the phone. It is kind of a pain to alt tab and go to the wiki all the time, so just having a second screen will definitely help as well. But yeah, at least now pretty much every time I log onto the game, I should be making around 10 to 20 mil, you know, making it easier to make like 100 mil per day at least without having to do like much. At most, just pre-planning, getting all of the stuff that we need ready, like getting all the refined flour and sugar dough and stuff. That way we can just turn it right into profit when we're ready. Yeah, I'm looking forward to it. But I think I'm going to wrap that up for this video. If you guys enjoyed this No Man's Sky video, make sure you leave a like, comment, and subscribe. Let me know some things that you guys want to see me do in the game, because, yeah, right now I got quite a few different things I want to focus on. I really don't mind hitting, like, you know, anything specific, like the freighter to base building planets. There's so much potential right now. So stay tuned. Thanks for all the support, and I'll see you guys in the next one. Peace.